All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Tellman Knudsen. You are here live for episode 289 of the Get Shit Done Show. Welcome to the Get Shit Done Show, everybody. Maybe this is your very first Get Shit Done Show. We've been going live every day in 2025, and apparently today is no different. I'm happy to say I've only missed 2 days this year, and I made up for them. So that's really good. So we're on episode 289 of the Get Shit Done Show. And today I have a question for you. And the question of the day is, do you want to be hypnotized? Are you interested in exploring hypnosis to help you? Maybe you've been thinking about hypnosis for weight loss, or maybe you've been thinking about hypnosis to overcome stress and anxiety issues. Maybe you've had challenges with insomnia and sleeping. Maybe you have anger management issues that have been getting you into trouble. Perhaps you want to quit smoking. Maybe you want to quit smoking cigarettes, and maybe you want to quit smoking weed, right? Maybe you have another addiction. Maybe it's an addiction to alcohol or some other type of drug, whether it's a legal or non-legal drug, whether it's a prescription drug or over the counter. Maybe it's not a drug. Maybe you have an addiction issue with porn, or maybe you have an addiction issue with something else that you can't seem to control. Maybe you are more interested in peak performance. Maybe you are a high-level athlete or an entrepreneur or a public speaker or a politician or a leader in some way, shape, or form. Then you're looking to improve your confidence in order to improve your ability to really be dialed in at your highest possible level in your profession or your area of work, or what it is that you're really here to spend your life on. Maybe you're more interested in the spiritual aspects of hypnosis. Maybe you're interested in past life regression, or maybe you're interested in improving your sixth sense or your intuition or your ability to astral project or to lucid dream. Maybe you want to enhance your cognitive functions. Maybe you want to improve your memory. Or more often than not, I'll tell you, the issues that people often use hypnosis for are weight loss, stress, and addiction. Weight loss, stress, and addiction. All of these, often pain, chronic or acute pain, improving your self-confidence, your general feelings of well-being. Not too long ago, I helped someone with a lifelong tremor that they'd had since they were an early teenager, and this person was in their late 70s, early 80s, been living with this lifelong tremor. It was so bad that this person would even hear their teeth chattering at night. I've worked with quite a few people recently on bruxism, on teeth grinding, on relaxing one's jaw and beginning to relax. And so, Daimar, welcome. Take a look at the description. We're talking about hypnosis and whether you'd like to be hypnotized. Have you ever been hypnotized, out of curiosity? Anybody watching right now, have you ever been hypnotized, or do you have any questions about hypnosis? My name's Tellman Knudsen. I've been a hypnotherapist for 25 years. I became a hypnotherapist in the year 2000, and I've been working with clients for 25 years to help them with these various issues. We're just wrapping up a 12, then 13 session hypnotherapy live stream series that we've been doing on Sundays with Curtis Leung, where he volunteered to become a client and work together for a series. And I'd like to extend a similar but different invitation to you here today. I'm looking for one person, ideally in the next week. I'm looking for one person from the community, one person that's on my email list, one person that follows me on TikTok or Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or YouTube. I'm looking for one individual who's been wanting to become a hypnosis or a hypnotherapy client, but you haven't quite been ready to pull the trigger yet. You haven't been quite motivated enough to jump. And so if you want to try hypnosis or hypnotherapy to really work on improving some aspect of yourself that you've been unable to willpower yourself through, then I would love to help you. However, there is a contest. And the contest is I'm looking for an ideal client. I'm looking for someone who is fully committed to the change that they want to make. I'm looking for someone who hasn't been able to make that change on their own. I'm looking for someone who is working on something that I think my other ideal clients would also be working on. And I'm also looking for someone who has the guts to live stream a one-on-one hypnotherapy session. So your first session, if you're selected, will be free. You'll not have to pay anything for it. Noah, what's going on? Good to see you. However, Eric, what's going on? Oh, Eric says, I am. Great. Eric, out of curiosity, what, I don't know how long you've been watching here today, but have you ever been hypnotized before? Let me know in the comments. And if there's anybody else who's paying attention or watching right now who wants to respond, please, by all means, do. Number one is, have you ever been hypnotized before? Number two is, what would you like to be hypnotized for? You know, what's the problem that you're looking to solve? Or what's the skill or ability, the advantage that you want to develop or amplify, right? Where do you, basically, what's the problem you're looking to solve, or what's the ability you're looking to create? And so if that sounds like you and you want to play ball, then shoot me a private message, as well as make a comment on whatever platform you're watching this on. Now listen, I live stream every single day, and this is episode 289 of the Get Shit Done show. We've been live streaming every single day this year. And what I would like you to do is to respond down in the comments. Eric, let me tell you something. I was the most difficult person to hypnotize that my trainer and teacher had ever met. The most difficult that my trainer had ever met. Hypnosis doesn't work on you. It doesn't happen to you. Someone doesn't force you into being hypnotized, Eric. The way hypnosis works is a good hypnotist or hypnotherapist teaches you how to use your mind in order to slow down your brain waves and move into the hypnagogic state that is the state between being awake and asleep. You're still alive, which means you sleep most days of your life. If you have the ability to sleep, you have the ability to go into hypnosis. What you may not have had is a good teacher. So hypnosis doesn't work on you. Hypnosis is something that you can learn how to do, and anyone can learn how to do it, because everyone has a brain and everyone sleeps. Even if you have a problem with sleep, you still have the ability to sleep, right? You have the ability to move between the conscious and the unconscious state, between the waking and the sleeping state. So if you'd like to be considered for this week's hypnosis contest, Starry, what's going on? Welcome. Then the first thing is, Eric, you've already sent me a direct message. Follow me on whatever platform you're watching on. So we currently stream to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Maiden. Okay. We have some really good questions coming in over here. So Maiden Joke says, is that before REM sleep? Well, interestingly, it involves REM sleep, but it's not before or after. It is, we use REM sleep. So rapid eye movement usually happens in the theta state. So when we think about brain waves and consciousness, beta is wide awake alert consciousness. That's what most of us, probably if you're watching me right now and you're thinking, you're listening, you're in beta consciousness. Beta, wide awake alert, normal awareness consciousness. Alpha is the daydream state. Alpha is the space out state. Now, alpha is also where you might call the snooze button state, right? Where you're awake, but not completely awake. Alpha is also kind of the flow state, where as a creative, as a painter, as an artist, or as an athlete, you might enter the timeless flow state where you're clearly awake, but the world shifts a little bit. Things are different. Often we're in theta when we're on a long drive and we miss time because we get lost in thought. That's in the theta state. Often we move into theta when we're reading a really good book or when we're watching a movie and we lose awareness of the world around us, but we're still awake. Then, so beta, alpha is what I was just describing. I think I called it theta. I apologize. That was alpha. Theta is the dream state, and that's where most REM happens, right? And most people by the time they go into REM or rapid eye movement, they lose conscious awareness. Now, lucid dreamers are a little different. And sleep paralysis, Starry, which you just mentioned, is also a little different. Starry says, I have sleep paralysis. What does that? So sleep paralysis has to do with the dream state, because you don't want to be having a dream where you're running or something's happening and your body is responding to that, right? That sleep paralysis is actually something that happens in order to keep us safe while we're dreaming. But sometimes we wake up or get in the habit of waking up while we have sleep paralysis. Interestingly, there are people who fear sleep paralysis and get freaked out by it. People who study astral projection are trying to create sleep paralysis so they can experience purposely and consciously moving out of body and having an intentional out of body experience. Sleep paralysis is totally natural, and you can actually learn how to influence it and control it with hypnosis. I also used to have waking sleep paralysis when I was young. I had a lot of nightmare issues, night terror issues, sleepwalking issues when I was young. So these are pretty common topics for me. So if you guys want to be considered to do a live stream hypnosis session, whether or not you become a client afterward is beside the point. If you do, that's great, but not required. And if you want to try hypnosis and you're willing to do so on a live stream with me, again, ideally next week, then number one, I'd like you to send me a message on whatever platform you're watching on. Like or follow me on whatever platform you're watching on, and leave a comment down below. So, Eric, so far, you're the only person, Eric Diaperink, I think is how you say your name. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok. It looks like where you're watching on, and send me a message. If for any reason that doesn't work, right, then again, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm on YouTube. All for Tellman Knudsen, Tellman Knudson. So pretty easy to find me. Sometimes I have a big long beard. Sometimes I'm clean shaven, so don't get confused about the pictures. Starry, are you saying that you're interested? It looks like you're watching on YouTube. So yeah, again, reach out, send me a message on YouTube. I see that you made a comment here. And if you want, reach out on Facebook or LinkedIn. As well, feel free to reach out on multiple platforms. It's not going to bother me. If you're really interested and want to give it a shot, then I think that could be fun. Let me know. I'm going to ask you a few more questions, find out a little bit more about who you are and what you're up to. And it would require that we would set about an hour of time aside, and we'd be on camera, right, having a conversation, but we'd be live streaming it so that other people could see what your first time hypnosis experience is like, right? So if that sounds interesting to you, please reach out, let me know. I'll send you a link to where you can let me know some more information about yourself, and then we'll find somebody this week and give it a shot and see how it goes. So Really appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight for the Get Shit Done show. It's Thursday, October 16th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. The year is 2025. This is Eric. I see your message, Starry. I see your or Starry. I see your message too. So please reach out immediately. Don't hesitate, because if you wait, good luck. And I'm really looking forward to connecting with folks who jumped in here live, and I'm also looking forward to Starry as well as Eric. I will look out for your names if you friend me on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. If you have a different name you go by, just let me know in the message. I'll keep an eye out for messages from people that I'm not already friends with on all the platforms. So cool. Really great that you guys were here tonight and so interactive. Thank you to everyone who's liked the video and made a comment. I really appreciate it. If you have enjoyed this evening's Get Shit Done show, then number one, please follow me on whatever platform you're watching on. Like, love this video, make a comment, really appreciate it. And if you want more Get Shit Done, there are two things that you can do right now. Number one is you can go. So, Starry, don't worry if you don't have Facebook. You can send me a message on YouTube, send me a message on LinkedIn, send me a message on TikTok. Right. Yeah. So I think that there's a way that you can private message me on YouTube. And if there isn't, do it on LinkedIn, do it on TikTok, whatever. I will try to find a way to respond back to you as well from this live stream, because we obviously just had this conversation and I'm seeing that you're interested. So I will reach back out to you as well. Welcome everybody. Again, today is episode 289 of the Get Shit Done show, and I'm putting a call out to the community to see who wants to be hypnotized on a live stream. And I'm curious about what people are interested in and what people are working on. Starry is talking about sleep paralysis, and we have Eric who's interested. Eric, you may have mentioned what you're interested in working on, but I didn't quite see it. I am very curious. If you have a topic that you'd like to focus on, let me know and let us know in the comments. That's super helpful. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Get Shit Done show. So I'm going to put a call out for a few days and see who seems like would be a great candidate. And hopefully in the next few days, we'll do a live stream hypnosis session with somebody from the community, and they'll get a free hypnosis session. You'll get a chance to observe it and watch it and experience it as well. So that's all for tonight. I'm about to go out to dinner with my son, and I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up, for being here, for interacting, for saying hi, for connecting, for being a fan of the Get Shit Done show and hypnosis and all the stuff that I've been working on here. So thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. And I will see you again tomorrow for episode 290 of the Get Shit Done show. This is Tellman, over and out.